So I wanted to show you guys one of our yards. So this is our nuke yard. We actually have had this yard for about 3 to 4 years. The first time that we came here, this was a mess. All right, guys, we're back at this yard. So we're gonna we're gonna put our nukes over here. So we're gonna get our stands. We're gonna level everything out. Try to, anyways. And we're gonna try to make this. It's hard to tell, but this is really bumpy. So we're gonna try to level this out, bury our feeding lines, and go from there. Originally, there was an entrance right here, and there was an exit actually where it is right now, but this was just wide enough for one pickup to go through. And we tried to use our Bobcat. That's all we had at the time, and ironically enough, when we came out here, it started breaking on us. Like, it started leaking fuel. Other things were breaking on it, so we barely had enough time to kind of level it out. But like always, we were running late and we couldn't really spend the time to level it out completely the way we wanted to. And we got some equipment, so this is 2 years later, and now we have a tractor that we brought in, and I'll show you guys kind of what we did. So we had to mow the grass. We ripped it with using a box scraper and rippers. We rototilled it. And then we used a float. To level it out. And yeah, it looks really good now. Like, it looks like super flat. It's hard to tell, but there used to be a ditch right here that was not really, it was just a natural way of how it was built, because this road was built up and this was just put on the side, and then there's just a natural ditch right here. So we leveled it out, so now we can travel here. And as you can see now, we're using blocks to put our nuke stands on, because originally what we did was we used our 10 framers. And because we went from 10 framer hives to 8 framer hives, and we just had them, that's why we used them. But they were starting to rot, they were starting to fall down, so we needed a different solution. So we came up with this one, and you can see there's 5 blocks. 4 don't really work. We need a little bit of lateral stability. So now because most of the time we face this block this way, is most of the time people walk up here and they work this way. So if you push the hive this way, it resists going back and forth that way. Almost nobody pushes it that way, because that's not the way the hives are set up to work with. So as you can see, we're putting in our lines. We used to just bury the lines. Now what we use is we use some flexible, not flexible, but we use some conduit. So this is 3/4 conduit, and then that's for the big line. So that would be the 1/2 inch line. Let me show you right here. So this is the 1/2 inch line. This is the main line that would come in from the pump. That would get pumped through, and then it's going to step down, and then we're going to run a 1/4 inch line, 1/4 inch OD, so outside diameter. And between the to run the small lines, we actually use 1/2 inch conduit. So 3/4 for the 1/2 inch, and 3/4 or 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch pipe. So they're all inside, they're just bent, and then they go all the way inside. A couple of reasons. We have problems with squirrels sometimes eating them, and also when we come back, we do weed eating. Sometimes they get nicked by that, so that's not good either. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys how we set up our yard. This is the newer style of it. We're still trying to perfect the system, how to set it all up. We're trying to figure out how far we want the lines underneath or out. Yeah, it's all just a trial and error. We have obviously holes in the middle of them. That's where we put that's where the hoses come out, and then they meet they go into the float. So that's the system. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask, and we'll try to answer them. Funny enough, we most of the time use clear lines or black lines. We start with black lines, but we use clear lines, but now we have to use blue lines because that's the only thing that's available right now. I ordered some clear lines, but they are, I think, a month and a half out. So I could get them maybe at the end of April. This is the beginning of April already, so wanted to show you this. So that's our totes set up right there, and this is going to be for our main line. So this is going to be for the 1/2 inch line. We dig the 1/2 inch line pretty deep because we're pretty much never going to pull it up. We might as well just put new line in. I mean, we'll take it out, but we're not trying to save it. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. And now they're setting up the stands right now for it. So these tomorrow are going to get nukes. It's Friday evening, but that doesn't matter. Tomorrow is a work day for us.